What is going on, you guys? Just ending a run. I went to the gym, hit an upper body workout, and to be honest with you, today was supposed to be a rest day, but I felt like lifting, so I just did a quick 30-minute workout. And on the way back from my run, I just got the craziest shin splints. I probably ran like 3.5-4 miles, and I have another mile until I'm back and to my destination, and I'm just gonna have to walk back the rest of the way because my shins are not taking it. But I just want to hop on here and make this message because you're not always gonna have ideal circumstances, right? You're gonna have to choose and basically exchange one for the other. You can either have the ideal circumstances with not ideal outcomes, or ideal outcomes with not ideal circumstances. So let that sink in. It's going to be uncomfortable, whatever you do. So without the shin splints, right, without the injuries, the issues, the feeling like you don't have the energy, that you don't feel your rest afterwards, and you're not pushing yourself through, and you're not really getting the most from it if you're not doing things that are uncomfortable. So take this as your message of just do things that take you out of your comfort zone today and this weekend. And when things try to slow you down, obstacles, just know you're gonna get stronger, you're gonna get better, and ultimately that's the whole point, right? Is to overcome the hardships, the challenges, the obstacles, and to actually become a better person. Like when I say the shin splints are so bad, it's like I literally just want to sit down right now, right? But it's like that's not going to get me anywhere, right? And I think this is a good analogy for real life. Like when you feel like you're stuck and you feel like you don't know where to go, you don't know how to get to the next position in your life, just know that sitting down, stretching, taking a break isn't necessarily a bad thing all the time, right? But it's not going to get you any closer. So just keep trucking along, just keep taking like small steps, right? And eventually you will get there, because without the difficulties, you're never going to have the enjoyment of appreciating the good things that come in your life. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Short but sweet one. Probably going to wrap up with like 4.5 to 5 miles today on this run. Probably going to do like a short mile walk later. At least that was my plan, but we shall see how I'm feeling when I get back. Also, I would definitely stretch before doing cardio, for sure. It was one of those situations where I trained, I felt pretty good, but I didn't do lower body. So my legs weren't, I did a couple stretches prior to lifting. My legs weren't feeling optimal, to say the least. So yeah, just make sure that you stretch, but you put in more work than you did last week. That's what my new motto has been. It's just like doing more work. Like my training session intensity has been increasing as I've been a lot more consistent after getting away from this injury, right? So first it was just like a few days in the gym, and then it's a few more intense days, and then it's like now another day. It's more training. Now it's like optimizing these things, tracking things. Same thing with my cardio. It's like, okay, first it was just walking a mile, 2 miles, 3 miles. Now it's okay, I'm running some of that. Now it's like I'm running most of it or half of it or whatever, and now it's like I'm going on 5-6 miles. Eventually that's going to be like 10, 15, right? So just continue to push the limit on yourselves, because as soon as you get to that position where you feel like, hey, like this isn't too bad anymore, it's pretty easy. If you want to truly get the rewards, you want to increase the intensity, make it even more difficult. Like the point is not to have the goal and feel confident about it, because like you're going to be looking for the next thing. That's what I think a lot of people don't get, and myself at times I forget. Like the work you're doing itself, that's what brings the true fulfillment. That's what brings the enjoyment of the process, right? Like when you get there, it only feels cool for a moment, and then you're on to the next goal. So if you can understand that as you're doing the work, as you're improving, and that's the actual fulfillment right there, and that's the process, and that's when you enjoy it more. You end up doing more work and you get better results anyways. So just know that. And like when you're doing the hard things, like right with it, I was running, I eventually stopped it for a while. I was like, like this, me running, even though like my legs are sore, is making me stronger, making me able to endure more than I did last time. And if you guys just continue to up the bar, hold a high standard for yourself, and also know that when you're doing more than you did last time, that's where the true fulfillment comes. It doesn't come from doing what you normally do. It comes from, doing more than you did last time. Then life's going to get better. You're going to get better. You're going to have more skills. You're going to have more results. And it all starts with just taking more action, which comes from your mindset. So you also have control over these things, right? So keep that in mind on your Saturday. Hopefully this motivates, inspires some of you guys. I'm going to get back to my walk. And in parentheses, I might run a little bit. But no promises. See you guys in the next video.